Hey everybody, back with another upper body workout. So we're going to start right away with the warm-up. We're going to grab a towel or a t-shirt or anything that you can grab this way with your palms facing up. Upper arm's going to be pinned up against your side. And we're going to pull out to one side, activating those external rotators. And we're going to hold it for 3 seconds and then go to the other side. Hold it for 3 seconds and repeat 8 times per side. So with this, you want to keep the tension on the towel or the t-shirt the whole time so that both external rotators, like in your rotator cuff and the back of your shoulder, are working. And then when you pull to the one side, you're going to feel it more in that side. And just try and resist it, and then keep some tension on as you move it, and then try and resist on the other side, okay? So that's going to warm up the shoulders and the rotator cuff. And then we're going to move on over to a wall. Find a spot where you can stand flat up against a wall. So tuck your pelvis underneath so your back is flat up against the wall. And then tighten up your abs. And then you're going to position your arms like you're doing an overhead press. And we're going to press upwards, keeping your elbows up against the wall and your forearms like up against the wall. And then squeeze downwards, feeling your shoulder blades squeeze together. And up. Down that way. And this pace is really up to you. I like to go pretty slow for this, just feeling the muscles work and kind of activating my middle back as well as my rotator cuff for this. So we're going to do 10 reps there, and then drop down to the floor into a push-up position. And we're going to do 10 scap push-ups. So a scap push-up is essentially you're going to keep your arms straight and your arms locked, and you're going to start by pushing your body up, and then you're going to relax and squeeze your shoulder blades together, but my arms are still straight. And then I'm going to push up through my shoulder blades and push my shoulder blades forward. My arms are still straight. And I'm going to come back down and back up. So what this is going to do is activate that serratus anterior muscle that's kind of on the front of your rib cage underneath your armpit. That's that boxer's muscle. I know we've talked about this one before. So that's responsible for bringing the shoulder blade forward. So that's another really important one to warm up before we do upper body workouts, okay? All right, so our first exercise today is going to be a dive bomber push-up. This is going to target the chest, shoulders, and a lot of the triceps. So get into a push-up position and bring your feet a little bit wider than you would for a normal push-up, and as well as that, bring your hips up. So hike your hips up high. And this is going to be the starting position. So what we're going to do, your hands should also be starting a little bit in front of your torso this way. So what we're going to do is push down and rock forwards, and then rock back. So I'm bending my elbows first, rocking forwards, and coming up this way. I'll show you from the side. So my hips are up, my hands are in front of my head, and I'm going to bend my elbows and rock forward, and then come back up this way. So alternatively, what you can do, this is a pretty difficult movement, so if you need, just modify on your knees. So we're still going to start with the hands in front of us, rocking forward, and coming back. You're going to feel this a lot in your triceps. We're going to do 4 sets of 10 there. And then moving on, we're going to do a push-up next. So with this one, I want you to go down, hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and come back up. 1, 2, 3, come back up. So we'll do 4 sets of 10 there. You're going to feel this a lot in more in the chest. So again, if you need to modify, that's fine. Go on your knees and hold it. 1, 2, 3, and back up. All right, so moving on, now that we've kind of torched our chest and triceps and shoulders a little bit, we're going to do a bent over row. So we're going to do a single arm bent over row for this. I have a bag with textbooks in it. You can use a water bottle or really anything that you can grab with one hand. So just find a surface that you can lean up against and support yourself with one arm. Get into a nice athletic stance. I like to bend my back knee. That's the same leg that the arm is going to be rowing, just so I have some clearance for that elbow. And grab your weight, and we're going to row it back towards the hips and down. So back towards the hips. I'm really feeling this lat activating down here. You're going to feel it all the way down in your side and in your back. You shouldn't be feeling this only in your biceps. It should be the biceps as well as your lat and your middle back. So this one's going to be 4 sets of 15 for each arm. All right, so moving on, we have a superset for our arms. So we're going to start with a tricep chair dip. So find like a chair or a bench or something that you can Put your hands behind you this way, feet out in front. The farther your feet out are this way, see, I only have my heels on the ground. That's going to be a little bit more challenging. And then if you put your feet on the ground and bring them in closer, you can modify and make it a little bit easier. Okay, so you're going to hold your body up. We're going to turn the elbows in so they're not flaring out too far to the sides, and lower yourself down, keeping that torso about perpendicular with the ground if you can. So try not to lift your body up too far this way. So we're going to keep it perpendicular, lower down, and push up. So it'll be four sets of 10 there, but we're going to superset that with a concentration curl. So grab one weight, got a water bottle here. So you're going to sit on probably the same chair or bench you were using for the dips. You're going to put your feet on the ground, knees a little wider than shoulder width, and you're going to lean down. Your upper arm's going to rest on the inside of your thigh, and then we're going to curl there. So the angle that my arm is making is about 45 degrees across my body, so I'm not coming out this way, and I'm not coming in too close. So it's about 45 degrees. I'm dipping the shoulder down, and I'm jamming it up against my thigh here. So just the forearm is moving. So we'll do 4 sets of 10 there. So it'll be the dips, and then superset that with the curls, and then rest, and then repeat that 4 times. Okay? Then we have another superset when you're done with that. So this is going to be for the shoulders. So body weight lateral raise. So we're going to start in a plank position on your elbows. So not a full high plank here, just on your elbows. And what you're going to do is rotate, pushing up through the elbow, so I'm not collapsing here, I'm pushing up through the elbow, and then I'm going to come back down. So rotate and push up, and you're going to feel this in your shoulder as well as obviously your core, and come back down. So we'll do 10 reps on each side there, and if you need to modify, that's fine. You can go on your side, or like the side of your thigh, and push up from there. And if that's still too difficult for you, that's fine. You can just use 2 weights and do a standard lateral raise with like a water bottle. But I do like the body weight lateral raise. It's just something a little bit different, challenges your core as well as the shoulder a little bit differently. So we're going to superset that with a bent over fly. So pretend I have 2 water bottles. I only have one. I think the other one's in the dishwasher. So we're going to do a bent over rear delt fly here. So it'll be 10 reps right after you finish the body weight lateral raises. So this is going to target, like I said, the rear delt, so the back of your shoulder there. Okay, so we'll do both of those, superset each one. So the body weight lateral raise and then the bent over row or fly 4 times each. All right, so you made it all the way through the workout. We're going to finish up with a core circuit finisher. So we're going to do 2 rounds. Each of the 3 exercises is going to be 30 seconds, and then rest for like 30 to 60 seconds and repeat it twice. All right. So first one's going to be supine scissor kicks. So lay on your back, hands out to the sides. If you want a little bit of help, you could put your hands underneath your hips. It'll make it a little bit easier, give you some leverage. And also harder will be behind your head if you put your hands back here. So lift up one leg, and we're going to kick, alternating slowly, small kicks. You can go slow, you can go fast, but keep the amplitude of the kicks pretty small here. All right, so 30 seconds there, and then we're going to do a reverse crunch. So a reverse crunch, you're going to bend your knees up and bring your knees up towards your chest, and then pull the hips off the ground, and then come back down. Slowly lower your knees back down in front of you. So bring it up, lift the hips up off the ground, and then slowly back down. So with this one, I want you to focus on that eccentric portion, so the lowering of the legs. So don't just swing it up and swing it down. You're not going to feel anything. Bring it up, squeeze the abs, and then slowly lower those legs back down. So 30 seconds there, and then we're going to finish with a Superman. So get on your stomach. We're going to lift up both legs, both arms at the same time, and down. So with this, I'm really just trying to activate my glutes as well as my mid to upper back. So my lower back's going to fire too, but I'm really not trying to squeeze in my lower back too much. It's mostly going to be in my glutes and my upper back. Okay, so 30 seconds there, and then repeat everything one more time. Hope you enjoyed today's workout, guys. Talk to you soon.